Israel's military has crossed the Litani River in southern Lebanon for the first time since the 2006 war, marking a significant escalation in the conflict and raising fears that the city of Nabatieh could soon come under direct assault.
מכאן מנהלים את הקרב נגד חיזבאללה בצפון, ואני חייב להגיד לכם שיש כאן תוצאות מאוד מרשימות. כוחות שלנו חצו את הליטני, הם עלו לשטחים השולטים.
Senior Lebanese military sources told Anadolu Agency that Israeli troops had moved beyond the Litani River, a line Israel has effectively treated as the outer boundary of its self-declared buffer zone in southern Lebanon. Israeli forces are now reported to be operating on the outskirts of Nabatieh, one of southern Lebanon's largest cities and a key economic and cultural center. For many Lebanese, Nabatieh also carries symbolic significance because of its long history on the front line of previous Israeli military campaigns. Reports from southern Lebanon suggest Israeli forces are attempting to isolate Nabatieh and expand their control deeper into the south. According to Al Jazeera's reporting from Tyre, Israeli military operations appear aimed at surrounding the city and cutting links between southern Lebanon and parts of the western Bekaa Valley. The latest developments come despite ongoing negotiations aimed at securing a permanent end to the conflict. As military operations expand, Israel has issued new evacuation orders covering at least 10 villages in southern Lebanon. Residents have been warned to leave immediately as airstrikes and ground operations continue. The growing offensive is adding to an already severe displacement crisis. More than 1 million people have been displaced since the conflict escalated, with many families living in temporary shelters, public spaces, or even inside their vehicles. Some have been repeatedly displaced over the past 2 years. Hezbollah says it has responded by launching rockets towards northern Israel and targeting Israeli forces operating in southern Lebanon. The group also claimed to have carried out ambushes against Israeli troops near Gandouriya and attacked military positions across the border. Meanwhile, Lebanon's army said 2 soldiers were seriously wounded after an Israeli drone strike targeted their vehicle near Nabatieh. The escalation comes just 1 day after Lebanese and Israeli officials held talks in Washington aimed at finding a path towards a permanent ceasefire. Lebanese Prime Minister Nawaf Salam described Israel's latest military advance as a dangerous and unprecedented escalation and called for an immediate halt to the fighting. Lebanese President Joseph Aoun also spoke with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, stressing the need to preserve the existing ceasefire framework. But on the ground, the violence continues. At least 14 people were reported killed in Israeli airstrikes across southern Lebanon on Friday alone, highlighting the widening gap between diplomatic efforts and the reality of an increasingly volatile battlefield.